sweetie. Good morning. How are you doing? Oh, I hope you had a wonderful day. I'm so glad that you are here with me. I missed you. Mm, mm, mm. Ah, I'm so glad to be here with you right now. Um, I got a lot of stuff I need to tell you. I need to teach you. I need to explain to you, and I'm really excited about all of the wonderful things, all of the information, all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom that God has given me to be able to help you all. My children, my sweethearts, my babies. I love y'all so much. And so, this series, the next few videos I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be talking mainly about manipulation, about pride, and most of the text that I'm going to be talking about is going to be Isaiah. This is March the 13th, 2020, when God gave me the word for this year to walk in wisdom. He said that you have lived your life according to your way. Now live it according to the way that I want you to. But that also meant that we have to take one day, one step at a time, and that we have to seek Him before we make any major decisions in our lives, before we do anything. Because the way that we are accustomed to living, our way of living as we know it, is getting ready to change drastically because of all of the things that is happening globally, um, that's going on right now. Our economy, our workforce, our travel, our food, all of our resources, everything is getting ready to change. So, how we live is going to have to change. One of the first things that I will tell you, um, and the reason why, is you have to deal with this body. God gave us this body, and this body is truly a gift, but we have to care for it as if it's such. You have to feed it nutrition, not junk, not according to what tastes good in your mouth. So look at your diet. You're going to have to change it, honey. I know y'all like that chicken and rice. I know you like them crab legs. It's that seafood, and that's kind of natural. That's one of the things about seafood. You don't have to worry about them messing with that too much. Like, you can't pump but so much stuff into a fish, okay? Um, you pull it out the sea, it's contaminated with all the stuff that's in there. But what I'm saying is even with some of the fish farms, it's not a whole lot of chemicals that they can really feed to a fish to make it bigger so that they can charge us more money for it. So we don't have to worry about the steroids and things like that that's in the seafood as much as we do with the poultry and the beef and what have you, and the poultry and the beef that we eat a lot. So, but take a look at your diet. You're going to have to change how you eat, what you eat, how often you eat, how much you put in this body. You have to make sure that we maintain a pretty good weight. And I so love God. He said He will always warn His people. He warns us before He moves His hand so that we can prepare ourselves. So the reason why I'm telling you this was a couple of weeks ago. He said to me, He said the parable of the virgins and the lamp, with the lamps and the oil, and then after that He was like, don't be caught without your oil. Don't be caught without your oil. And I don't think He was. Well, we know that Jesus is coming back, but I believe that the reason that He was saying that to me was so that we can prepare ourselves for what's to come. So that we know that if we have a lamp, you got to have oil in order to get light. Otherwise, if you just got oil and no lamp, it's not going to burn. You and get no light. If you got a lamp and no oil, it ain't going to burn. You get no light. You need both of them together. So He's telling us to prepare ourselves. Make sure that you have everything you need. Get yourself in order. And so the reason why I'm talking about getting this body in order, making sure that you get yourself together as far as your body, cleanse your temple. Honey, I know you hate walking to the mailbox. I know it is a task walking to the bottom of the driveway to get the mail out that mailbox and then back up that driveway to the house. I know it is, honey, but you gonna have to learn that you got to move. We don't want to walk nowhere. We mad if we can't get a parking spot close to the building where we going to. It ain't gonna kill you to have to walk 25 feet, 250 feet. Oh my goodness, you gonna be all right. Stop whining. If you go ahead on and do it and get your body accustomed to it, then you'll be fine. So the reason why I'm saying this, because it may come a time here in the very near future, not that it may be forever. And I think I believe that that's what God is saying. The changes that are getting ready to be made is going to be changes that's going to be uncomfortable to us because it's something that we've never had to do before. But it's only temporary. It's not going to be permanent. Okay? But if you get yourself together now, when it happens, one, you won't be surprised, okay? And it won't hurt as much. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be challenging because it's going to be something that you've never had to do before. But you're going to get through it. So one of the things is being able to move freely. We are so used to, in the United States, accustomed to being able to go outside and get into our vehicles and drive wherever we want. As long as we can go to the gas station and get gas, then we fine. But you have to realize, remember, there has been quite a few times in our history where gas has been scarce. And I remember in the not too distant past where gas was like $5 a gallon. I mean, that's a lot. So whether it be that the price of gas is going to go up or whether it be that we're not going to have it available to us, that means that we're going to have to find another mode of transportation, Patton Alley. Your left foot and your right foot, and together they make your feet. That's what you're going to have to use. And I mean, walking 3 miles is not a lot. One of the things I have started doing in the past year is walking more for exercise because I sit so much, and I've gotten up to walking 8 miles. Most days I walk 8 miles a day, at least 3 times a week. And my body is accustomed to that. It doesn't wear me out. In the beginning, when you start walking, and I'm not telling you got to walk 8 miles a day. I know you can't do that. But walk as far as you can. And the further you walk, the more accustomed your body will get to it, and then it's not going to make you as tired. Because it's going to come the time, y'all, where we're going to have to start walking some places. Life as we know it is getting ready to change drastically. It's not going to be a permanent change, but get yourself together, get your body together to be able to handle the changes. Then you won't have to lay down and die and be crying and whining and rolling around in the floor. Okay? So, get up and move a little bit more. And you're going to be all right. It ain't going to feel good. Take all your animals and the babies with you too. Make it a family outing. Everybody going to have to move. So get your bodies in order. Get yourself in order. Because if you don't condition your body to be able to move, when it gets to the point where you're going to have to walk, it's going to be really, really difficult. And you don't want that because there's not going to be anybody there to help. Everybody can't get on a little red wagon. We too big to ride on the little red wagons we rode on when we were kids. That's not going to work. You can't just go out and get a stroller. Everybody can't get in the stroller, and God forbid if you don't want to walk, you're not going to ride the bike. So that's out. All right, so get your bodies together. Get your diet together. We have oh my God, we eat up our money and flush it all down the toilet. It makes no sense. We eat up our money and flush it all down the toilet. Stop it. Y'all, we need to stop that. We got restaurants popping up all over the place. You know what? Let me tell you something. Can I tell you something? This is how God helped me to understand it. Isn't it interesting that man fell because of food? Of all of the things that the enemy could have tempted us with, he tempted us with food. And it was food that was supposed to be good for the body. But what he tempted us was not food that was good for the body. He tempted us with food that was harmful to us. And so here we are. We have so many chronic health problems because of food. The industries have put so many chemicals in our food that it is killing us, and it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And so I asked God, I said, I don't understand what's going on. Well, if they putting steroids in the cow and we eating the cow, the steroids is in us too. That's poison to our bodies. Our bodies can't process that stuff. And so they add a lot of things, one, to be able to charge us more money so that they can make a profit off of the food. And then two, to make us crave the food so that we can continuously buy it. The sugar, the salt, all these different flavors, all these different savory and salty, all of these different things to grab hold of our taste buds and our addictions and make us keep coming back for more. And the enemy has used our food against us too. You know, when you're feeling bad, you go eating make you feel good. Y'all know how we sitting there eating. Oh my God, this is the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had in my life. Kaisha, you know what I'm talking about because I saw you doing it on Sunday. She's sitting there eating and she got this dance here. She got the shoulders. I know. I've done the happy dance. I know you eating that. Oh, that food is so good. It just make you wanna. Y'all know how we do. Oh, it's so funny. And God knows that too. He gave us all of the food. He said every fruit from the tree is meat for the body. And God, Lord have mercy, you say something about being a vegan or a vegetarian or you don't eat meat and people start, oh, I need some meat. I can't go without no meat. What do you mean I can't have no meat? I need some meat. You can't get no protein just from fruits and vegetables. What? Oh my God. What are y'all talking about? You are not gonna die. It's the meat that's killing us. It is. So get yourself together. The whole purpose of fasting and prayer is so that you can bring the flesh under subjection to the spirit. You cannot allow the addictions of this body. You can't allow the addictions of this body to keep that hold on you. We can't. Because y'all know, we know we get hungry and we get, what is it, hangry? We evil and hateful and, oh my God, I got to eat. I don't care. I ain't going to do that. I got to eat. We huffing and puffing because the prayer's too long in church because we thinking about what we going to eat when we leave. Oh, y'all are so funny. Stop it. Stop it. Bring the flesh under subjection to the spirit. Okay? Get a hold of it. You can't let this flesh rule you. You have to live by the spirit. Okay, that's why we say that. We got proof in the Bible. And this is how God helped me to understand it. He said John had a diet of locusts and honey. Locust is protein. I know y'all don't want to eat no grasshoppers. It's all right. You ain't got to deep fry them. You gonna put some batter on it and deep fry everything. We don't have to do that though. But the honey, of course, you know me. I got my tea. Get your tea here. This is strawberry hibiscus tea, and I only put a half a tablespoon of honey in it. Got a little some elderberries in there. It's virus season. We got every kind of virus coming out now. The elderberries help build up your immune system. The hibiscus is good for the blood. Strawberry is an antioxidant, and so is the honey. That's all good stuff. That's it, and everything. So build your body up. Bring the flesh under subjection to the spirit. Get them moving. It'll help you lose a few pounds, but mainly it's to get the heart going so that you can have some endurance. So when it gets to the point where we won't be able to drive if we have, or we can only go a certain point, if we have to start walking, then your body will be accustomed to having to walk distances. Because really, after a while, once I started walking, it didn't seem like walking 8 miles. It didn't seem like it took that long, really. But it's okay. And I stopped telling people because they look at me like I'm crazy. Why in the world would you want to walk 8 miles? I follow the instructions that my father gave to me. So I have endurance. And my first hike that I went on last year at Hanging Rock National Park, it was Reach the Peaks. We walked to all 5 peaks in Hanging Rock, and it took me 7 hours. And I stopped. Of course, we all stopped a few times, rested a few minutes, but we kept going. Up and down, up and down. And my knees was killing me. They was my knees. That was before I went to physical therapy. So I look forward to it. If we're going to be able to do it, we're about on lockdown now for all this stuff going on. So if I'm able to, if they still have it going on, it'll be coming up that first weekend in April, and I look forward to doing it again. If not, I'll just keep walking out in the neighborhood. But it helps to clear my mind. God speaks to me a lot when I'm out in nature. I love walking. I've always loved walking, and that's where God meets me, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much. So anyway, get your body together, get your food together. We're going to have to start making our own gardens. We're going to have to start growing our own food here soon. We're going to get some buckets. If you got a little bit of land back there in your backyard, just plant you a couple of trees. First tree you need to plant is the moringa tree, the tree of life. Wonder how come don't nobody talk about the moringa tree? And I'm not making this up. Moringa, Moringa, moringa tree. It is the tree of life. That's what it's called. And it has been around for thousands and thousands of years. And it made a comeback, not by chance, because nothing that happens is by chance. It made a comeback in the 90s when a farmer had some livestock and they were sick. All of his cows were sick. And he didn't know what to do. And he found this tree and he pulled some leaves off of it, some branches, because it was really green, and he fed it to the livestock. And he noticed in a few days, like maybe 3 days, they were getting better. And he kept feeding it to them, and they were all 100% better, like they had never been sick before. So he contacted a local co-op and had them come out and find out what the tree was, and that's what it was. It's a moringa tree. Moringa tree, the tree of life. So there are a few people that know about it, and it tastes like earth. It does. So it's not going to taste pretty good. I have it in the powder form. I don't have any leaves. I haven't planted my tree of yet, but I am going to be planting one here in the near future. Before the end of the year, I will have my tree in some dirt. So, and I can honestly say, so I have the powder and I put it in my smoothies when I make my smoothies, and you can't even tell it's there. I use orange juice or grape juice or apple juice for my juice. I have a scoop of protein powder. I put a tablespoon of moringa and some frozen fruit, pineapples, peaches, or the strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries. Put it in there, mix it all together. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's really good. And I'm saying that because you see, I don't know if y'all can see how bright my eyes are. I was like, oh my God, my eyes have not been this bright in a long time. being studying and working at the hospital and oh my God, caring for this crazy cat over here, trying to keep myself together and prayer and reading and studying and all this other stuff. And for a while, I just felt like I was so tired all the time, but I didn't want to keep drinking coffee. So I got myself weaned off of that. No energy drinks and nothing like that. But I'm telling you, when I started putting that moringa in my smoothies, I just feel like a whole new person. I have been rejuvenated, reborn. And that was the first thing I noticed, how bright my eyes were, because they were typically red all the time. And then when my allergies get to acting up, it looked like I had the pink eye a couple of times. People looking at me funny. No, I don't have no pink eye. But my eyes have been really, really bright. And I feel a whole lot better. I sleep good. I have a lot more energy and everything. So it's been really, really, really nice. And I'm telling you all these things because as you humble yourself before God and you continue to read and to pray and talk to God and ask him, just like we're sitting here talking, ask him these questions. Lord, what is it that I need to do to help heal my knees? What is it that I need to do for myself to make myself better? Ask him and he'll tell you. And listen, one of the things that I love about God, but that we forget, that he is a personable God. He wants to commune with you. He wants to have these conversations with us. He wants to talk to us. The Bible says in the book of Genesis that God came down and communed with Adam at the cool of the day. And a lot of people interpret that meaning like early in the morning. That's why we say the 3 o'clock hour, God will speak to you. Yes, he does. But now I'm up at 3 o'clock, so he got to talk to me whenever he get a moment. It doesn't even matter with me now. So, but I'm just saying that, everything that you need, everything you need to know, whatever it is that you need to better yourself, just ask God and he'll tell you. But you have to be willing to listen. Ask him and then listen to what he's saying. Put yourself in a position where you can hear him. Turn some of this stuff off and stop talking. You got all this stuff on the radio going, the TV going, the dogs barking, the baby hollering. Y'all got somebody over there knocking. You got all this noise. You can't hear nothing when a whole lot of noise is going on. Then your phone ringing and the tablet is dinging. And the computer got stuff going on. You got all these notifications going on. The phone, and then you trying to be on the phone talk. You on the phone talk. You on the phone talking. The dogs are barking. The baby hollering. The TV's still going. I don't. Get into a place where it is quiet. You can't hear nothing with all this stuff going around. So God is trying to speak to you and you can't hear him. Because he is not loud. He gonna speak to you. He gonna say, now Kaisha. He be like, who called me? He gonna say, Kaisha. You can't even hear him because you got all this stuff and you talking real fast. You can't hear him. Get yourself into a position where when he says your name, you can say, yes, Lord, I'm listening. And then he'll tell you what he wants you to know. All right? You've been doing good. I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. I'm not supposed to put this in this video, but I got to tell you, because I am so proud of you. You have grown up to be such a wonderful, beautiful, beautiful woman. A wonderful mother, loving and caring, a fabulous friend. I don't think I ever told you this, but one of your friends told me when y'all was in high school, she said, you know why I like Kaisha? Because she don't tell all your business. So your friends know that they can trust you with valuable information when they really need an ear, somebody to lean on, somebody to talk to about their problems. They know that you're not a gossiper, that you're not going to take what they tell you that's valuable to them and then turn around and hand it over to the wolves. And all you see now on TV is drama. Out here on all this social media that y'all using, all this drama, because everybody in everybody else's business and everybody want to tell everybody else's business. And it don't make no sense. And that's the Bible says that is foolishness. And folly is what it calls in the book of Proverbs. And he said that a foolish woman tears down her house with her mouth. All that yapping. Don't never stop. And that's how y'all be looking. Stop it. Don't do that. Speak life. Speak life into your life and into the life of your children and into the life of other people. And as you speak life, then life also enters your life. It's that simple. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give you the chapters of the books that we're going to be in for the next few weeks, next few months. It's the Isaiah chapter 41, 43, 45, 54, 63, 65. Again, that's Isaiah chapter 41, 43, 45, 54, 63, 65. And go ahead and add chapter 42 and 44. So let's do Isaiah 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 54, 63, 65. Okay. There are 66 books there are 66 chapters in the book of Isaiah. But we're going to focus on those right now. And, as the Lord lead us, we'll kind of go a little bit further. And I'm telling you, the first one that God gave me was Isaiah 41. And then it just kept going after that. And in a short period of time, like 7 days, I got all of these. And I wasn't even looking for nothing, but and then when I started reading them as he gave them to me, I was like, okay, now it all makes sense. Because remember, we got to get these bodies together. We got to get these bodies in order. And what Isaiah did was he spoke the warning to the people. But the book of Isaiah is the mouth of God. So when you read it, understand that this is God speaking. It's what the theologies call the Rhema word, the actual words of God that Isaiah wrote, that recorded, that God himself said. Okay, so but this is why it's important. We have to get to know God and understand him and how he operates, how he deals with his people. Even though in this book they were talking about God's chosen people being the Israelites, the Hebrews, but we who have accepted Jesus Christ as the Messiah, we are now God's chosen people also, because we are have been adopted into the kingdom by the blood of Jesus. Okay, and what makes it so wonderful is because when we start reading more and learning who God is, he's going to show us who he is through the Old Testament, how he dealt with his people, his chosen people. So we have to understand that we are his chosen people now too. So as he's talking to them, he's now speaking to us also. And it's really good because God is a supreme God and he is still in control, even though we are living in a dispensation of grace. People misconstrue that they can live any kind of way and do whatever they want to do, and then God just gonna forgive them and they gonna be sitting in heaven. And that is the biggest lie. That is a lie from the enemy, because he wants you to stay trapped in that web of deceit, lying to yourself, so that he can keep you separated from God, and in return, unbeknownst to you, you are worshiping him, meaning our adversary. Because if you don't have your face turned to God, and if you have not given yourself over to God, you are inadvertently worshiping Satan. You might not, you ain't got to like it, but that's just the truth. That's the way it is. and Satan don't care how he gets you to worship him, as long as you do. But that's what deception is. So it makes you believe a lie as the truth when it's not. Okay, so that's where we're going to be going, and everything. We're going to get these bodies together so that we can bring the flesh under subjection to the spirit, so that we can be led by the spirit, so that the spirit can lead us and guide us. It will lead us and guide us into all truth. He will lead us and guide us. He will set you free. You will have a peace. You will have a wisdom. You will have a knowledge. You will have a truth like you've never had before. Your dreams will increase. Your visions will increase. You will hear the voice of God more. Things will start making more sense to you. You won't be living, you won't have any anxiety. You won't be living in fear. And you will feel God's loving arms wrapped around you always. So that even when the time comes, when the mark of the beast start coming out, you're going to have all this stuff. Because remember, I told you they already was messing with the food. Let me go on back to that real quick, because this is how he made it so plain how he summed it up. We were tempted in the garden by food. They started messing with our food, which is killing us. All of the preservatives and all of the extra chemicals that they have put into the food have caused us chronic illnesses. It is all of the chemicals that they have put into the food that has caused the cancer in our bodies, the diabetes, the hypertension, all that sugar, all of that salt. Sugar is poison to the body. Sugar is poison. Oh my God, it is poison. The Holy Spirit let me know that sugar is poison. I know I like ice cream too. I just want the vanilla. I don't even need all that extra. But it's poison to our bodies. And we can't let that poison still be the root cause of us having so many issues in this body, because we don't want to let it go. Let God lead you and guide you on that. So we were tempted in the garden with food. They are poisoning our food, and so the food is being used against us. And when the third thing, number 3, where's that camera? Number 3 is when the mark of the beast come. That's going to be the first thing that's going to happen, is you're going to have to use that to buy food. And y'all know how we love to eat. And y'all going to be like, because I can't be over here hungry. I got to have my stuff. Go ahead on and give me that. I'll take it. Where you want to put it? Right there. No. Because it's going to be presented to you. Remember, we're talking about deception in a way to make you think that it's okay. And it's already here. So it's already here. 2020, March the 13th. It is already here. They was testing it. When they started doing the microchipping of the animals, put it in your little baby. So if they run away from home and we find them 2 states over, we can just scan it and bring him back to you. That ain't why they did that. Because remember, it was cheap too. It didn't cost a whole lot. Like maybe $25, $30 to put that microchip in there. They scan that thing. It's got your name, your address, your phone number, what you look like, everything. Everything on that little chip. Anything that they do to the human, they always test it on the animals first. Okay? And then remember maybe a year or 2 ago, all of this hacking got to going on, and then they was like, well, we got to put the chip in the credit card. That ain't, come on, y'all. And now they got it so all you got to do is just take the card and pass it, just wave it. They just wave it across the little thing. I know it's funny to me because I would be sitting up there like, why this thing ain't working? It ain't picking up. I'm sure you're not supposed to wave it that fast. I don't have it, so I don't know. But so all of that technology that they come up with, that's not coincidence. You just wave it. Y'all got the little thing on your phone now. Just toot, toot, bleep, bleep it. Or you take your little card and you just pass it across the little thing now. They've already got the stores. I heard on the news day before yesterday that Amazon has already got stores open to where you ain't even really got to go through a checkout. I don't know if you wave your card when you leaving out the door. You just put it up in the air. I don't know how that stuff goes. See, they would be mad with me. He keeps trying to come up with all this new technology. I was like, what? What do you want me to do? What? I don't understand what you're saying. I would play dumb. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So anyway, all of that's here. They've already tested it. And yeah, somebody did a news story about it. I don't know if you'll even be able to find it on the internet now, where they actually did show the guy that had the chip in his hand, and he was going into a couple of stores testing it out. And remember, not too long ago too, where people was talking about how be careful if somebody standing too close to you while you're in a store or something, and they had a device that could read your credit cards while they were in your pocketbook, in your wallet, and it was picking up your credit card information. So now they started making this what they call the RFID devices, or anti-theft device or something. So they put a shield over your wallet, on the inside of the wallet, so that these things couldn't pick up. All that was just a means for them testing to get all this stuff ready. So now the stock market has crashed. The economy is all out of whack. It's in a position that it has never been before in history, and this is going to be the prime time for them to slide that right on in there. So get your little pots together. We're gonna plant some stuff: lettuce, tomatoes, onions, peppers, whatever you want to put. You can put them in a pot. You don't have to. If you don't have a garden, you just got a little bit of space. Whatever you need to do, get yourself together. We got to eat healthier. We got to eat better. And whatever it is that we grow, we're gonna get to the point where that's where our food source is gonna be. And it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through it, because we're not taking the mark of the beast. You're not taking it. I'm not gonna hand you over to the enemy because of food. I'm not gonna allow it. Okay? And it's not gonna be easy, but God promised us peace. We're not gonna be in the floor rolling around hollering with everybody else. It's gonna be all right. We don't live in fear. Okay, so you got your scriptures. Read all those scriptures. Get yourself together. Start praying and start fasting. Ask God what it is that you need to do, because He's going to give you the strength to be able to do it. Break that sugar addiction. Break that salt addiction. You're going to have to let that chicken and rice go. I'm sorry. And chicken and shrimp with all that extra sauce, whatever it is. Yeah, I know you. We love some sauce. Can you put a little extra sauce on that? And I get some sauce. Put a little extra sauce on it and put some sauce on the side. Oh my God, we eat our money up and then flush it all down the toilet. It don't make no sense. God has blessed us so much, and we just throw money away. We just throw money. Not me. They don't get none of my money. I work too hard for my little pennies. And I have been able to do much, much more than I could have ever imagined just by listening to God's instructions. So I love you. I guess that's going to be all for today. Did I talk about anything that I was supposed to? All right, but this is just the beginning. I'm going to make sure I have myself together too, so that I don't go off ranting and raving about stuff when I get up here. But I'm just so happy to be here with you. I love you so much. And I'm excited about what God is doing for us. The preparation. You know, if you can be excited and content in the process, in the beginning, as you go through it, you learn so much more, and then you get strengthened. You know, God strengthens us in our weakness. That's why it doesn't bother me. You know, and don't be afraid. We mispronounce words, and we Moses had a speech impediment. He didn't want to be the one to go up to a Pharaoh and talk about let my people go. I mean, a lot of times we see in the Bible that God will leave a weakness in you so that you don't go too far off on your own. So it's okay. It's okay about your weaknesses. Be aware of them. Take them to God. so that you can still become self-confident. Because one of the things that the enemy will do is attack your self-confidence too. So that as you start learning, as God bring people into your presence that you cross paths with, for you to be able to minister to uplift and encourage, to bring them into the kingdom. You know, God, Satan will try to use your weakness against you. And then people that know you will try to use your weakness against you. And they got a big plank in their eye and they want to talk about the little thorn you got on you. Bye. What do you say? Boy, bye. Go somewhere and sit down. Don't pay them no attention. You know, you are beautiful. I love you so much. Get yourself together, okay? Because I need you to meet me at the supper table. If I get there before you, I'll be waiting at the gate for you, ready to welcome you home. And if you get there before me, I need you to meet me there. Don't not do it. I need you to meet me there. Okay? I'm teaching you. You teach your children. My grandchildren. Hey, babies. My great-grandchildren. Hey. Mwah. Gigi loves you. I miss y'all. If I never get to meet you, meet me at the supper table, okay? I'll be standing at the gate waiting for you. Don't not do it. Get yourself together. Stop all that foolishness. All right? Okay, I love y'all. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.